I'm Wayne Pearson. I work for Tomkins Commercial Constructions, and we're in the process of building the mosque for the community. It's the first time I've undertaken this type of work in the industry, and I've been in the industry 30 years, and this is a new project also for Tomkins, and we hope to make sure that this is a successful project for both the community and for Tomkins Commercial. I'd like to show you the building footprint within the site. This is the shape of the mosque here. This is the front entry of the mosque. There's a car park facility to the front, which is the eastern end of the site, with the front entrance coming in from Neville Road. This area here, this small area here, is the footprint for the minara, which stands approximately 11 metres high when finished, once the dome is in place. We have the original community foundations laid within this area, which will be incorporated into the building pad of the whole mosque site. So it will be part of the community's original installation of their footprint. As a builder myself, I always like to take on new challenges, and this is a whole new challenge to myself. Since commencing midway through January this year, we've been faced with various challenges, one being especially the weather. We've been delayed on numerous occasions. We've had a lot of rainfall this year, above average rainfall, which has made it difficult for works to commence and to bring the job out of the ground. So it's been difficult up to this stage, but we've still got our sights set on making sure that we achieve everything we can for the community. Firstly, as part of the site works, we strip the ground of its natural vegetation so we can commence to achieve our levels. We work with engineering and architectural drawings, and we work from those levels given to us to achieve results. There is a cut and fill method where we cut the ground and then we fill in other areas of the ground, trying to use the existing materials on site. We then proceed to install all the foundation requirements, which we have pier footings on site, and those pier footings are approximately 90 plus in total, ranging from 3 square metres apart throughout the mosque building. We then are also looking to ensure that we proceed with the car park area and working in other areas. We're going to be manufacturing concrete wall panels on site, and they will be poured in situ on the ground, and they'll be lifted into place with a mobile crane, and then the roof structure will be fixed to that structural item, and then that'll be followed by the roof material. At the moment we're just at the stage where we're about to precast the what we call the tilt panel walls, structural walls on the ground. So we're about to level and start to make the forms for those, which will incorporate the window openings and shapes on the ground. The dome will be, it is subcontracted out to a separate source. That dome will come out in sections and be, the dome will be manufactured and made up on the ground and then lifted into place with cranes. The same as the minara, that dome will be then affixed to the top of the structure, which, as I said previously, is about 11 metres up into the air. There is approximately, at any one time, can be approximately 25 employees on site, ranging from civil works right through to concrete, steel and structural steel, and those numbers will vary from day to day depending on what areas of work we are undertaking on a given day. This is the first type of project that I've undertaken of this type, so the whole of the work is interesting for me, and to understand the different cultural needs and requirements for the community. We'll now move out to the site and we'll film an area and show you the progress on site at present. As you can see here behind me, this is the building platform or the building pad for the mosque site. There are 4 pin stakes out in the middle of the site. These are the original area where the foundation by the community, and we have maintained that area and looked after that area, and that's where we're going to make sure that the original foundation is in contact with the new structure for the community. Just behind me to the right is the Menara. This is the tower structure for the mosque, and with where the dome sits above that. As you can see on site at the moment, it's quite wet from overnight rains, and previous to that 3 or 4 days earlier we've already had 1 inch of rain, so it has made the site quite what we call boggy and hard to work. You can see the low-lying areas out here where we're going to start to precast the concrete reinforced walls, and we're about to commence with that work. Once the weather dries, we'll be able to proceed with that work. Over the next 6 to 8 weeks there will be major changes to the site, where you'll see the structural walls being installed and then the structural steel commencing to be attached to the walls, and which is followed by the roof covering. I've got to be honest, I've come up from Victoria to live 27 years ago, and I don't remember having this amount of rain over this amount of time.